Rally. Rally token. What do we got here? So we got an Ethereum and a Flow address, which is different. I've never heard of anything building on Flow, so that's interesting. What is Rally? Rally is a social token-oriented protocol that allows creators to launch their own token and build the digital economy around their work. In this way, creators like streamers, artists, musicians, gamers, athletes, and general content creators can tap into the communities and offer benefits and perks to recruit, retain, and monetize their following in a frictionless manner. Each creator of Rally receives a full customizable branded cryptocurrency that they can use however they deem fit. For instance, creators can give fun exclusive access to content, events, merch, or other monetize it, and can even monetize fans directly without paying platform fees like on social media. Fans can show loyalty and support for creators and unlock exclusive access and benefits. Okay. Rally was founded in 2019. 2018 CEO, Morris supported VP partnerships, previously the COO of funding Mallet Brat TV, Gen Z Entertainment, blah, 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 blah. Rallies, 1%, Rally is the network utility and governance token with a maximum supply of 15 billion to be released over 8 years. Token holders can use Rally token to participate in governance, earn rewards, depositing Rally in liquidity pools. The Rally token distribution is as followed. Rally underwent a community treasury fundraiser that sold 196 million Rally tokens for 35 million USDC, was subject to a 12 and a 4-month lockup. An additional $22 million USDC was raised through a coinless distribution. So creator coins, users have to bridge their Rally with their ERC20 tokens from Ethereum's mainnet to this sidechain. The bridge back to Ethereum. Users must complete a KYC process that can take up 2 to 5 business days, and US users are no longer and longer from the non-US users. Currently, users can bridge 50,000 Rally per day with a global network maximum of 1 million per day. Take a look at their GitHub. That was a weird source code. They didn't take me to any source code. Where's their GitHub at? Here's their GitHub. Last updated was on February 4th. Get token info. Pull request. So we like to get the token bonding on Curve. Last updated was on April 8th. Chronicle swap for Rally last updated on May 5th, so it seems like their GitHub is active. Anchor token swaps last updated on October 20th of 2021. V2 Core, which was last updated on October 7th. And last updated as readme, update readme.md. So it seems like it's so far legit. Where'd my monday.com go? So not something I would be into. I'm not into social media tokens, so I'd pass on it, but it seems legit. GitHub seems active. Coding language, I would assume it's an ERC20 blend, so it's probably Solidity, which means they don't use formal verification, which means they are proof of stake, which makes them centralized in nature. And I can't tell by that, but I'm pretty sure that they did do some type of ICO. I don't think it was a fair launch. Looks decent though. I mean, I could see that being shillable for sure. You know, that's what I'll put that as shillable for sure. So shillables. So there's an order right here: Ponzi, rug, failing, hard pass, pass, shillable, which means you probably make profit on it because it's shillable, right? But I wouldn't buy it, but it's definitely shillable for sure. Wasn't bad. What the fuck is the use case? A bunch of scam influencers that want to take advantage of their subscribers. Like I could launch my own Ryan Mata token if you guys wanted to support the channel, you know. It's similar to the token source code, no doubt. Yep. Wreck bridge, yeah, and anything with a bridge, I'm just like, nah. Flow has a surprising amount of big names to be looking at it. I went over PRQ last night. What is PRQ? I thought I did. Oh yeah, we did that one. That's in here. That's definitely a scam. Didn't we go over that one last night? Yeah, it is right here. It's a hard pass, no GitHub. That's what it was. Hard pass, no GitHub. Yep. Render token. All right, we're gonna do some more right now while we're online, waiting for some trade setups. Let me know if we get any good trade setup, guys. I don't want to miss any of those. I got Casper, Render. We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. What else you guys got? Drop that. You guys gotta, don't text anything else, just type the name and then the ticker. So name and then ticker, all caps, if you guys could. I'll take the next 10 you guys drop in the chat. Give me a sign. You leave me hanging, begging for more. Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist to be a little risky and go for it, cause I want you close. I'm so exposed when like this is how people get wrecked trying to buy long shots in these type of markets, especially if their GitHub's not active. All these new projects, their GitHub should be on fire. Up fire, UPR. This is the bear market for builders. I'm sure you guys heard many people say that. So, Zilica, Shilica, the metaverse that never comes. PRQ, we already did PRQ. It's a, I wouldn't touch it. Epic Cash, Epic. I have a feeling that's gonna be a little moon boy. Sandbox. What up, Neil? All right, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mata token, dumb money ticker. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? I just don't want to manage a project, man. I don't want to work. That's why I started a YouTube channel. UMEX. I can tell by some of these names they're going to be quick. I'll be able to crush these turd nuggets real quick. Yeah, shots by Matt is me, TJ. Yep. No, not spell it wrong. I would never spell it wrong. No. If there's only a ticker, you got to type the ticker in twice. So spell, you know, tries. All right, we'll start with these. Render token. Render, baby. So render token, we got 47% of coins out in circulation. It's on Ethereum and Polygon. So render token is a distributed GPU rendering network built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So biggest downfall right there is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. But the biggest plus side is I believe it's proof of work. Render is an ERC20 utility token used by artists on the network to exchange GPU compute power for GPU providers and node operators. Render utilizes a combination manual and automatic proof of work system, or in this case, proof of render, in order to verify that all artists are being successfully rendered prior to the payment dispersal and art release. Utilization, but basically what you're doing with Render Network is, like, if I wanted to, like, I got that PC over there. If I wanna render out like one of those really advanced, like I spent 48 hours one time rendering one video that was 2 minutes long. That's how advanced and how much power that it took. And that's at the time that was like the best Mac out, you know, in 2020. So I was like a brand new 2020 Mac right before the M1 chip launched. So it might be a 2019. I got that thing like literally a week before the new Macs launched with the M1. So that being said, you buy render token, and what's cool about render tokens, you don't even have to have render token. You can pay for them with cash. You can pay for the rendering services with fiat. So if I wanted to render out that same video, I could go onto the render website, upload the video or upload the file, and it'll render it out for me. I'm gonna basically lease their render power, lease their GPU power for them, and I pay a fee, you know, in render token. But I can actually pay in fiat, and they already got a pool of render token that they've pre-built. So they're what happens if you pay in fiat, they go into the pool and they pay for it in render, so you're still using the render token, and then they take the fiat that they collect and they go buy more render token from the open market and put it back into the pool, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't looked into this one too much. But render is a cool project. It's got, but let's see if they're actually developing and building on it. So I also don't see any code over here, which sucks. So if they don't have a GitHub and I can't read their GitHub, which I don't see one listed on their website, I won't touch it. So as cool as I think the product is, if they're not going to show me any code, it's centralized and I don't want anything to do with it. And the fact that Flux, one of our favorite blockchain projects, already has all the GPU resources. They just need to build out their rendering protocol. So you'll be able to lease and rent rendering services right through Flux eventually. Me and Dan were talking about it. So I would say I would pass on that. It's definitely, I mean, I would say it's shillable. They have no GitHub. It's built-in Solidity, so it doesn't have formal verification, and it sounds like it's proof of stake because it's built on top of Ethereum, which would make it centralized in nature, which would just make me, you know, just not interested, I guess is the best way to say it. But it's still a cool project and people will probably make money off it. So all right, what's next on the list? So next on the list, Casper. So I hear Michael Saylor say decentralized by name, decentralized by name. That's all these projects. They claim that they're decentralized because they're a crypto, but they're literally only decentralized by name. So Casper volume is pretty low for a project that has a $167 million market cap. And another nail in the coffin, if you see anything that says ICO in it, stay away. Quadro, got you. K-Dana UAE. That's how I want them. Just like that, so I can just copy and paste them. Thanks, guys. All right, that's all 10. We'll stop there today. So Casper launched on mainnet of March 30th of 2021. Casper is the first live proof-of-stake blockchain built off the Casper CBC specifications. The Casper platform is designed to boost adoption of blockchain technology, smart contracts, dApps, and blah, 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 blah. Founded. How many Casper coins are there out in circulation? 400 million Casper coins released, freely traded tranches of Casper public sale on CoinList. So they did an IPO. How is the Casper network secure? The Casper network relies on a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism for its network security. Proof-of-stake depends on the token staking and selecting node validators. So you guys know how I feel about proof-of-stake coins. So what do we got so far? We got, is it Roten Solidity? Let's see what coding languages Casper use. So it's, oh, and Rust. So it's Rust Project, another one I'm not a fan of. So we got Rust. We got Proof of Stake. So that means they do not use formal verification. Let's take a look at their GitHub. So last updated 13 minutes ago, 10,000 comments. That's a very, very active GitHub. Very, very active GitHub. That's what you want to see. So very active GitHub. We know it's shillable. So that one I'd say people could still make profit on, but it's definitely centralized in nature. And the launch, I think they did a public IPO, which will probably make them a security. We'll just do unregistered security. If I think it's an unregistered security, I'm just going to put I think it's an unregistered security. ICO would just be a nail in the coffin, right? All right, what do we got next here? You up fire. Up fire. So it's a rug pull, right? Anytime you don't see $1 million market cap, fully diluted market cap, no volume, more coins out in circulation than they're supposed to have in their total supply, built on Ethereum, no GitHub, no point in even looking any further into that one. Ponzi scheme rug pull. No GitHub. Who knows? Solidity, because it's built on Ethereum, does not use formal verification, is proof of shit. And it would be centralized, and it's guaranteed to be an unregistered security. All right. What else we got? Zilliqa. So Zilliqa is their own blockchain, right? Originally, back in, I want to say 2017, when they launched, they were going to be a full-on layer one competing with all these other layer ones. And then when all of a sudden, when metaverse became hypey and everybody was talking about metaverse, all of a sudden Zilliqa had the best metaverse coming, right? Just like they had the best layer one and they solved the, blockchain trilemma, and they, perfected sharding and all these things. So let's see if we have any red flags that would kill this one, like an ICO. How many coins is Zilliqa as a max supply? Zilliqa was first made available for a sale of ER20 tokens as part of a token generation event that included in January 2018. The token was subsequently transferred to the Zilliqa mainnet in a token swap event concluded in February of 2020. Before launching, Zilliqa generated 60% of tokens, so a huge pre-mine, right? To be distributed to at the token generation event. And the remaining 40%, 8.4 billion tokens, were created through the mining process. 10% of all token allocations, 21.1 billion, were reserved for the Aquin Capital, 12%, 12.5 billion, or 2.5 billion ZIL, for research, and 5% for contemporary and future Zilliqa team members. So they gave 12% to a VC. They gave 10% of all tokens, 2.1 billion were reserved. So 10% went to this one person, 12% went to Zilliqa Research, the team, and then another 5% went to more team members. So that's 17. It's like 27% right there, just the team members. Zilliqa was designed to such that all tokens will be mined within 10 years, with block mining rewards slowly decreasing to its white paper. The project aims to have 80% of tokens, 16.8 billion, mined within the first 4 years, and 20%, 4.2 billion, in the remaining 6 years. So how is the network secured? Zilliqa is secured through a particle Byzantine fault tolerance, or PBFT, consensus protocol, meaning that at least 2/3 of all nodes must agree that a record is accurate in order for it to be added to the blockchain. Each Zilliqa blockchain shard relies on a group of nodes to confirm subsections and transactions and blah, 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 blah. Can you buy Zil? So it's definitely centralized. Zilliqa is a permissionless blockchain designed to Zilliqa is a permissionless blockchain that is designed to offer high throughput with the ability to complete thousands of transactions per second. It seeks to solve these issues in the blockchain scalability and speed by employing sharding as a second layer scaling solution. The platform is home to many decentralized applications, and as of October 2020, it also offers staking and yield farming. Development work officially started in 2017. Its testnet went live in May of 2018. A little over a year later, in June of 2019, the platform launched its main net. So, take a look at their GitHub. Last updated 10 hours ago, so their GitHub is active. So it's definitely shillable, right? GitHub is active. Coding language will be Solidity because it was originally built on Ethereum. Does not use formal verification, so 1 billion times less safe than new blockchains out there. It's proof of stake, making it centralized, and it's going to be an unregistered security, so I would not touch it. Doesn't mean you won't make money off it, though. All right. What we got next? Alert, Ave, thank you, Blue. Thank you, Blue. That's what I was just checking on. Ooh, almost there, baby. Damn it, man. We missed it. That $95 right there, baby. That's what we wanted. But still wasn't high enough for me. Hopefully you guys got in it if you're in it. It's breaking down. Damn it, man. No, KDA didn't do an ICO. Kadena did a search Ryan Mata playlist. Check it out. It's in there. You can see the interview. They did an initial, they did an IPO for accredited Class A reg investors in the United States, which was ran through, I want to say, the Cayman Islands, and then all tokens were locked up for at least a year. So no tokens were able to be traded or sold to any people in the USA for at least over a year. Yeah, they did it right. Will worked at the SEC, so you know that if there's one project that would have did a public launch properly, so you didn't get deemed as a security, it's going to be Kadena. This is what we want, guys. We want them to break down just like that. What happened? The whole market started taking a dump? S&P start dumping? Oh, not too bad. Damn. So here's our Aave breakdown, right? The hard part would be holding this one, right? So this would be me, right? If I would have aped into that Aave short, I would be wanting to hold it, right? And after a rally like that, are you retracing? I don't know. So your retrace targets on Aave at the very least would be calling for price to come down to about 84. And then this is where if the markets rally again, this is the one I want, right? That's the trade I want. If I can get it, I get it. If I don't get it, it is what it is. But you're breaking down pretty low, so you're going to bottom out on RSI here shortly. So this is where you could be looking for a relief rally. We can scalp a trade off here if we get down here on RSI. All right, so what's the next product we're into? Epic Cash Epic. You will be the bag holder 100%. With that volume, you can't get shat for tokens out of there. If you wanted to sell a good sized bag, like if you sold a $5,000 bag, you're gonna move that market big time. So it launched, pumped, launched, rallied, dumped. launched in 2020. Put in, I mean, during altcoin season, it looked like a rug pull. All right, we'll look into this one a little bit more. This one's interesting. Launched on 9/2 of 2019 by a decentralized worldwide community, Epic Private Internet Cash seeks to deliver on Satoshi's original version to be a true P2P. Yeah, you know what that is. Like, yeah, we're gonna Epic Cash is gonna pick up where Bitcoin left off. No, and it's launched on Binance Smart Chain. Does have code that was updated, surprisingly. They got a public wallet, which was actually updated. Didn't see that coming. Judging a book by its cover, they actually got active code over here. Let's see who's on their team. So you got Jonathan Hahn and a Marco Mercado. So you got 2 active developers on the project. Looks like that's all that they have as far as developers. They got 2 developers. It looks like it's launched on Binance, and we know how that looks and how that goes. They don't even have a good description over here explaining their project on CoinMarketCap. That'd be kind of, and they have their link tree over here for Epic Cash. So I won't even touch anything that says link tree because I don't know what's in that link tree, right? And I ain't opening shit on this PC anymore. So I would just avoid that just because they don't have a legit website here. So definitely a hard pass on that one. They do have an active GitHub. Coding language, I would assume is Solidity because it's on BSC, which means they don't have formal verification, which would make it proof of stake, which would make it centralized, which would make it an unregistered security. But it's chillable. I mean, I could see it, you know, maybe popping off one more time, but volume is so dead. You're gonna, if you wanted to even sell that, you'd have a hard time not paying. Let's see what markets it's on. Yeah, oh yeah, it's only on Vitex. How do you even buy that thing? If one player were to say sell 10 grand, I bet you drop that price by $1 million or $2 million bucks. Yeah, we looked at Quant yesterday, I think. Yeah. So Quant's just a pass for me. They got active GitHub. It's a DAG. Quant. It's a pass. They got old code. It's Solidity. No formal verification. Proof of stake. And it's centralized, which would make it an unregistered security. Sandbox. So when we talk about crypto gaming projects and being shillable, I don't think it gets more shillable than Sandbox. But in order for a project like a gaming project like this to thrive, you got to have a lot of players playing it. And just, you know, promoting it with Snoop Dogg and all these players, I don't know if it's ever going to get it into like the Roblox league, but I would say it's probably one of the better marketed. It's one of the better crypto gaming products out there. Let's see if we can see how they launched. Of the token supply, about 25.82% was set aside in company reserves. Another 17.8% were allocated to seed sales of the token. The founders of the team members are secured. The founders and team members secured 31% of the supply distributed among them. I mean, how can you support a project when the founders are taking 31%? That's such an astronomically high percentage. Sandbox Virtual World is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. It is secured using proof of stake consensus mechanisms. The Sand token is a standard version of ERC20, which means owners can stake it and benefit from it. Unlike proof of work, consensus is by the Bitcoin blockchain. POS does not require vast amounts of electricity. Yeah, but it's a lot safer, guys. 100 times. So I would say hard pass on Sand just because. I mean, hell, I'll just say it's shillable. I would assume that their GitHub is active. But there's just no, I mean, when you got a $1.5 billion market cap, to me, there's such higher probabilities of making more money and more gains on better projects. Um, and they got no GitHub, so they won't even let us see their code. So you can't even check to see how secure it is or anything like that. So, but it's that's what you expect. So no GitHub, definitely Solidity, no formal verification, proof of stake consensus algorithm. Would make it very, very centralized. The team took 31% of tokens. That's literally the definition of an unregistered security. So there's no way that Sandbox gets out of this without being an unregistered security if regulations drop. And to me, there's just, with a $1.5 billion market cap, almost guaranteed to be an unregistered security, makes me not interested in it, you know? UNIMEX. Hold on, guys. I'm out of vapes. There we go. So where were we at there? UNI. UMX. Oh, it's a dead. It's a rug pull. I could tell right by there looking at it. Literally the definition of a pump dump rug pull. Volume is dead. You couldn't even... Market cap's at 266,000. Anytime you see anything under $1 million, it's just don't even waste your time. It's a rugger. Rug pull Ponzi scheme. Dead. Solidity. No. Proof of stake. Centralized, unregistered security, guaranteed. XCAD Academy. So this one looks like it's built on Silica. Ethereum bridge to Ethereum, BSC, and Polygon. Only has 15% of coins out in circulation, so be very careful on this one. If you buy into this in a bear market, we go into a 2-year bear market. By the time we get out of that bear market, you know, there could be another 60 or 70% of coins. So market cap could stay at this price, stay at 47,000, and your asset could go down and down and down and down and down. So XDC Network provides creators with DeFi tools to create an incentivized economy by tokenizing the engagement of each creator's audience and their content. Sound familiar? These proof of stake, these social media tokens run from them. I mean, there is a billion of them out there, and they're all literally promoting the exact same thing. Tokenize your economy. Get your subscribers to pay you money. Like, we already got a ton of networks that do that, you know? I would use Patreon. I would use, you know, I don't need another centralized version of the same thing. So, and again, we see no GitHub over here. No GitHub on their website either. Yep. So I'd say that's a hard pass. So and Quidro. Man, did I remember when I launched that video on Quidro and I told everybody not to buy this Ponzi? And everybody was hooting and hollering, "You're an idiot, bro. I'm going to come back on this video." Let's read all the comments on it. I hope I didn't delete them. This analysis and your basic framework for grading projects is top tier. Oh, thanks, bro. That was a nice one. What? This was amazing insight. Just bought some. This was amazing insight. Just bought some. A lot of informal information I found in a YouTube video. I can't find any other YouTube videos. Thank you, man. You're great videos. Nice to see an update. I'm sure you're on it. Nope. You're one of the real ones out there. Dump your Quidro. Don't bother looking into it. You can buy it after at 3 or X. He's right, guys. Dump your Quidro. Don't bother looking into it. You can buy after it 3X's to $20. I was telling everybody to dump it in here. The project looks interesting. Doubt DeFi, blah, 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 blah. They already have 6 to 7 billion in AUMs, whatever that is. Quidro is the best. XRP will more than 2X when the SEC case settles, and you know it. How's that working out for you guys? Ryan, do you like metaverse assets? Blocktopia? No, I think Blocktopia is a scam. Think about Cellframe. Ryan, you're one of the best guys on YouTube, but please change your microphone. I did, homie. I did. Oh, I thought there's going to be a ton of people talking smack in here. I must have deleted them all. Greatest funder of all time I have seen. If this is your research, then you either want to buy this coin cheap or you're just misguiding your audience. They have already been audited, Fudder. Do some research and don't just make videos because you have to. Well, how about that one there, homie? How's that working for you? You know, it's like so funny when products are pumping and you tell people that they're shit, you know. That wasn't too bad. So I see no GitHub over here still. We don't have a GitHub that I can see. Website looks just like another put together. Oh, here we go. We got a GitHub on their site. Let's see what they got going on. Last updated in November of 2021. Baby Sploit. Last updated in 2019. BTCD. Merge branch master GitHub BTC suite slash BTC. And this looks like 4 years, 2 years, 2 years ago, but somebody commented on May 11th. And they did a Go patch update, decentralized, add index entry, serialized byte region database dot block region, fetch block hash, function, byte region. I don't even think that has to do with Quidro, does it? I would just say hard pass on that. Hey, if I have to spend too much time just chasing it around, I'm just like, nah, hard pass. GitHub is old. Solidity. I think it's Solidity. Let's see what their coding language is on that one. Quidro Network is a re-architecturing digital asset ownership and blockchain connectivity, a radical new approach to bringing liquidity and capital efficiency into blockchain economy. Quidro has pioneered the first decentralized, trustless, multi-party computational MPC custodial network. This advancement enables Quidro to offer decentralized custody, native cross-chain swaps, and cross-platform liquidity access. In 2000, Quidro is the CEO. So they got a Doc Stokes team. I would just pass on that, yeah. Not interested. Definitely doesn't use formal verification. If they don't have formal verification, it's just, there's no point in believing in it because it's going to get rocked. Definitely centralized, definitely an unregistered security. Yeah, I remember that. Blue Blues is the best. Was when that guy says, there's no way VeChain goes below 9 cents. And the price was at 23. Well, here we are at 2 cents. I remember that. I do remember that like it was yesterday. So I'll sort this in alphabetical order for you guys. So if you guys want to go through this list, you can see each coin in alphabetical order. And this first row will tell you what I think of it. Not one project out of those 10 would have made it to my even I want to consider these lists, you know. Take a look at some trades. IOTA, please. We're gonna do some more this weekend, guys. I'm burnt out, guys. I've gone on 2 hours already, so I'm gonna trade for a little bit. We'll pick those back up on Monday. I'll throw Steppin on there. Just come back with that one, Pretty Boy Flakes. I'll definitely get that one for you. Well, you're a member. I'll get that one for you. All right. Last two. Near. And Iota. All right, that's it. Step in. So GMT, huge market cap, right? On BSC and Solana, which would mean it's either in Solidity or Rust. So let's see what blockchain they built on. So what is STEPN GMT? Is a self-styled Web3 lifestyle app with GameFi elements and social, built on the Solana blockchain. So built on the Solana blockchain, that means you are in Rust. What makes STEPN unique? You basically wear these sneakers and you get paid in crypto. So everybody that's walking gets paid in crypto. STEPN is built on Solana layer 1 blockchain with proof of history consensus combined with a proof of stake consensus mechanism with partial Byzantine fault tolerance. It has 200 nodes operating worldwide that at their peak can process up to 50,000 transactions per second. So it's all just shillable because everything that they said there is complete trash. It can't do 50,000 TPS. Solana can't get above 3,000 without breaking. And proof of history is the problem with Solana because how they timestamp transactions coming directly out of the validator before they enter the mempool, which is just a big. There's reasons that nobody did that before because it's so hard to maintain. And when your nodes get out of sync, they get out of sync. So anything built on Solana's blockchain, I wouldn't really be investing in too many products until Solana hits a mainnet. And if we don't see a Solana mainnet, then I would just avoid Solana at all costs. I think Solana is going to be an unregistered security, and I think they're going to get wiped off the map. So seeing that they're built on by the SEC, we can take a look at their white paper, or we can take a look at their website and see if they got a GitHub. I won't touch anything if I can't see a GitHub, and I don't see a GitHub here. I see Reddit. So that makes them completely centralized, but hey, it is what it is. It's a centralized app. I can't even scroll down to the bottom of their damn website. So we know that that one's shillable as all hell, right? GitHub, no GitHub. They're built in Rust, which means they don't use formal verification, so security is weak at best. And it's proof of stake. They are centralized, and they will be an unregistered security. Which means that currently they are listed on probably a ton of exchanges. Yeah. So they're listed on a ton of exchanges, but every USA exchange, when regulations come, you're going to get wiped off of a majority of these exchanges. Then you'll just be on a bunch of random decentralized exchanges, which we know a majority of these projects are funded by retail and FOMO. And if retail investors don't have easy access to get them on something like Binance, I think the project will just die out once it becomes a registered security. And the penalties that they're going to have to pay for launching as an unregistered security and marketing in the USA is going to destroy a lot of these projects. So Near is very interesting. Near also was invested and funded by Three Arrows Capital. And we know Three Arrows Capital went belly up. So that would be probably concerning in a little bit of a way. So Near, I've interviewed some players that are very high up in other blockchains, probably some of the smartest people I know in the blockchain industry. And they were very interested in how Near did their sharding technique because Ethereum passed. Vitalik had the opportunity to work with the Near team and implement Near's version of sharding, and Vitalik said it would never work. So Near went and launched Near blockchain, and they built a blockchain that's better than Ethereum 2.0 at its best day, and Near is the better version of Ethereum 2.0. So if you guys think that the Ethereum blockchain and the merge and everything like that, like what they're doing for proof of stake is the right way to go, inherently Near has done it way better, way superior, and you're actually able to build and scale. But again, with all proof of stake blockchains, we never know where the limit is until the blockchain, until the market cap hits 25, 55, even 80 billion on Solana, and then things start breaking apart because the network just can't support it. So would I bet on it long term at this point? No. If I would have found it day one and understood the technology and realized they had a real team, would I have aped into it in the early days? Absolutely. But now it has a $2.6 billion market cap. Let's see if we can see how they launched. On October 5th, Near Protocol was funded on October 25th of 2021. Near announced an $800 million in ecosystem funding incentives, following its footsteps of various layer 1 blockchains like Avalanche, Phantom, Celos. The fund will be used to bankroll initiatives that will focus on accelerating growth in the Near Protocol ecosystem. The fund includes $350 million in funding for Proximity Labs. Out of the fund, $250 million will be used to help existing projects scale, and $100 million will be allocated to a startup grant pool, where 20 startups will be giving $5 million each. Near will focus on funding decentralized finance, DeFi-focused teams that are actively revolutionizing and reimagining the way that we interact with money. Near is also actively looking for projects to build NFTs and DAOs and gaming. So, I would say that if there's going to be one proof of stake blockchain that does its thing next bull run and really dominates with this amount of money, 800 million is ungodly. But the downfall of that is what they do is if they don't do a good job vetting the projects, they're going to give 20 startups 5 million each. I assume that they're going to do extensive vetting into making sure that those are legit good projects that are going to be here through a bull run. But you see like Solana, where Solana gives, 25, 50,000, 100,000 to any project that has a white paper that they copied and pasted. It would, I would say that creates massive sell pressure. So it seems like Near is going to do it right. So I would say I would say I like Near, but I say it's legit. I know it's legit. I would almost guarantee that their GitHub is active. Yeah, updated 19 minutes ago. No brainer, right? Near is building a legit project, but coding language. Near is built in Rust, so it's not formal verification. So it's 100,000 times less secure than, it's actually 1 billion times less than secure than anything that uses formal verification. It is proof of stake, which makes it centralized, which makes it a unregistered security. So unfortunately, not my cup of tea. But if it went parabolic to the downside and we are on the verge of going into the next bull run and regulations haven't came out, and say we see Near come down to a market cap of, I mean, you're already in $1 billion market cap. The risk versus reward to the upside there, even though I think it will. Like I would buy in a Near because I won't have a problem selling my entire bag of Near, right? So I will be adding some projects to my portfolio, like when we get a lot closer to a bull run. But like, there's no way I'm gonna add Near to my portfolio now when we got like 2 years before the next Bitcoin halving, and then, a year and a half now, they released another 10% of coins out in circulation, and I would say that, let's see. Yeah, I mean, we still got 322 days before we even think about being on bottom without any, outside events. So see on this one, and I'm going to put their supply here too, because I want to see exactly how many coins they're putting out into circulation. So I'm going to add this one here. If they don't have an insane high inflation rate, maybe I add I like Nier, but I definitely don't own any. IOTA. IOTA, you know, I bought into this hype sec. You know, back in 2018, this was one of my biggest bags. And it just doesn't play out. They do have 100% of coins in circulation, so that's a plus side. You don't have any additional whatever going on, but they are a DAG, you know. And I won't buy into DAGs because they're not blockchains. So it's legit. Let's take a look at their GitHub and see if their GitHub's even active. They're doing something with Firefly. The official IOTA wallet was updated 3 days ago, so we can see that their code is active. Coding language, I believe, is IOTA's in JavaScript, so that's even, I think that's probably worse, but better. Oh, this is just put DAG there. Yeah, there we go. So they definitely don't use formal verification. Proof of stake, definitely centralized, which makes it an unregistered security. So I got bit up pretty hard in IOTA and drank that Kool-Aid and thought that a DAG could scale, and it was blah 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 blah. It was all this, man. I had so much IOTA. I lost a shit ton of IOTA on